Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. On today's upload, I'm actually going to be flashing a new tune on the Q60. Previously, you guys saw me take some data logs. I actually had to redo those, which I did, and I got a revision file to flash back on the car. So a couple things they noted. There was a little bit of knock, third, fourth gear, I guess, that were cleaned up a little bit. And also the launch control now has an update, I guess, where you can hold it as long as you want to. Not saying that we're going to hold it for a long time, but we're going to test it out, see how long exactly can we hold it. And it's also supposed to be with minimal wheel spin compared to how it used to be before. So I'm just going to test those out, see how they go, see how the car runs. For me, it's been running fine, but I'm glad they cleaned up the logs a little bit. And of course, I'll take some more logs maybe today, tomorrow. I just want to test out what the launch control is like on these. Well, these are the stock run flat tires, so I'm sure they won't do too well. But right now, real quick, I'm just gonna flash on my tune really quick, and then we'll go take it out for a quick test drive. All right, guys, we're out now driving the Q60. I just put a little bit of gas in this thing to get some logs and also just be able to feel what the changes are. Let me change maps real quick. Put it on the race map. Of course, I always throw it in Sport Plus just cause. But yeah, they cleaned up the boost control from the email that I got. They cleaned up the boost control. They also cleaned up the launch control. It's supposed to spin less, and also supposed to be able to hold it longer than before, until you let go, technically. So we'll test that out as well. And also there was some knock in fourth gear that I was showing, which, you know, it's always good to get your tune checked out. That's why we send data logs in. So I'm gonna quickly pull off to, I have a lot of Mexico around me where I live now. I'm gonna pull off to a quick exit. I'm actually gonna come down this road right here when I come to go to the other end. So we're gonna go to the other side and come back, and we're gonna send it, see what the changes are. Feels good. Quick little pull right there. It is a really hot day, guys. 92, 93 degrees right now. This heat exchanger and this coolant reservoir is just keeping the temps nice and cool. Car's pretty happy. Looks like I'll have enough, more than enough room here to do a launch control hit if I time it correctly. Should be able to stop here. This might be uphill, but it's still going to be worth it. So quickly stop. Launch control. Way less wheel spin. That is really nice. Wow. That is a lot less wheel spin than before, and the car just took off. Good job, AMS. Good job. I didn't even want to put it in manual mode there. I just kind of wanted to see what the car was going to do. Wow, I'm impressed. Before, even on these tires, they would just light them up. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. That's awesome. Thank you, AMS, for the revision. That's Now, guys, I've never been the type of person to give you false information to persuade you to buy a certain product. I will always give you my honest review. But if you're still on JB4, you're thinking about switching over to the dark side on Ecutek, I would definitely recommend it. It's definitely life-changing when it comes to JB4 versus a tune, an actual tune. And you guys like to crucify me, by the way. I say Ecutek or Ecutek in the comments. You guys are crazy. You say whichever way you want, whatever way makes sense to you guys is fine. But this is revision. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm baking in here. I don't have the AC on right now, just for the sake of the audio and the video. But I'm gonna do a quick little pull here. Let's see. Let's put it on second gear. Jesus. Man, these brakes always bite really good. No knock. All of the little knock that I was seeing is completely gone. It was like 1.2, 1.3, maybe 2. Nothing crazy. These engines do tend to do a lot of false knock in third gear as well, or these cars, I should say. But otherwise than that, guys, I mean, I'm extremely thankful to AMS for always looking out, taking care of my tunes, making sure the car's running happy. Couldn't be more thankful, and you know, I'm always in their debt for everything they've done. If you haven't checked them out, I would definitely recommend checking out their heat exchanger and other cooling modifications. They just released a pump, auxiliary pump for you guys that have a non-red sport model like me. You can put that pump in and essentially have a dual pump to pump in your cooling system. So, you know, more flow, just like the red sport models. It wouldn't put you at a disadvantage. It does come at a price, but it's, you know, it's something else that you might want to think about if you want to increase your cooling abilities in your VR30. So shout out to you guys for keep coming up with new parts to keep these cars and this platform alive. So excellent job. You know, on the subject of tuning, I wanted to take this time to address something that you guys have asked me before, and how did I notice my injectors were out. So as you guys can see, I'm running the Ecutek app right now. I have a separate screen, another page of it, where it only shows my AFRs. If you guys start to notice a car do something weird, you might get a CEL, it might start sounding like a Subaru or something like that, check your AFRs on both banks. When my first injector went out, I had an AFR of about 10.7 or so on one bank, and the other bank was at 14 point-ish as per normal. So one bank is going to be really, really rich compared to the other bank, and that's how you know you've lost an injector or two. I went through 7 injectors myself in the course of maybe a couple of weeks. I replaced one, then 3 went, and then 3 more went. So you know, that was my stopping point for right now as far as E85 goes. I didn't think it was worth it at the rate that I was going through injectors. Not sure exactly what was the cause of all these injector failures, but as soon as I went E85 this time around, the second time around, I lost, you know, all these injectors. And you could potentially say that I gave up. Not really. I just went back to a 93 tune, where I know the injectors weren't a problem for me in the past. I know some people have lost injectors on 93 octane, but that doesn't go without saying. No one is not at risk. I've seen a couple of stock cars lose an injector or two. Very rare occasion to happen. And it's unfortunate when it does happen. They're not cheap by any means. They're about $165 each, $170 each. Some cases I've heard people say they're like $220 in some states. I'm not sure, can't really confirm that, just based off what I've heard. But all I can say is, you know, make sure you guys stay in touch with your tuners. If you're having any issues, don't just post your information on social media or Facebook, you know, asking for opinions. That's how you kind of get false information. Stay in touch with your tuners. At the end of the day, he's going to give you the most accurate information, since he's always going to be looking at what the car is telling him. Data log. So data log, data log, data log. And otherwise than that, guys, I mean, this is just a short video that I want to show you guys. I'm still back in the VR. I'm still messing with it. My lease still has plenty of miles left. We're going to see a lot more content with this guy, with this car. Actually, this weekend, I may have another VR30 in the garage that I'm going to be doing springs and downpipes on. So if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or in Texas, period, and you want some work done on your car, any part installations, any videos you guys have seen in my channel, I am offering installation for all of those parts. So from intakes, exhaust, downpipe, suspension, you name it, coilovers, anything that you've seen any video on, any maintenance, you guys want to hit me up, and you know, you might want to find a better price than a shop. I am not by any means an expert, but I am very thorough in my installations and in my maintenance. So if you guys want to stop by, or you know, get your car serviced by me, hit me up. My prices are very reasonable. I'm just doing this on the side as not only to help the community, but also for my own benefit, of course. It helps me, you know, pump out more content for the channel. So otherwise than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Hope you guys have enjoyed seeing a little bit of the Q60 from my core subscribers. You guys subscribed to me because of this car, so it's nice to be back in this thing and making some more content with it. So otherwise than that, guys, like, share, subscribe, comment below if you guys have any suggestions or any comments you guys want to make. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in today. Have a great evening.